That's not a 10. Is that a 12? Oh, that broke a fair amount. Oh, that's important. Oh yeah. You see what we have here? Definitely oil right there. Fork seal oil. On this side, you can see the pitting. I picked up these fork seals to replace and some fork seal oil. And I'm thinking the first thing I need to do is get these pinch bolts off. Boom. Boom. This Speedo cable needs to get removed. It's just a single bolt right there. Okay, let's not lose that. Speedometer removed. Back from Harbor Freight, and I got this set of impact sockets. 22 and 24. Yeah, 22 and 24 are going to be big enough. Ooh, that wasn't so hard. Should be able to just tap this right out. Oh. Yeah, there she comes right out of the other side. Let's get this brake pad removed. 14. Let's give this 14 a try. Whoa. Okay, that sucker's on there pretty tight. That's not good. Let's get some PB Blaster in there. Coming in with big guns with the breaker bar. Here we go. Nice. No broken bolts. Might have been a good time to replace my pads. Nope, don't need to replace the pad. Let's just stick that up there and tie it with a bungee cord for now. To be honest, I am nervous that this will fall. This is a 6. Will the 6 fit? Actually, the 6 fits really good. And it is tricky. This guy is tight, tight, tight. Oh, yeah. Oh, that was scary. I think she's stuck. There we go. As the fluid drains all over the floor. That's right, I was supposed to take the rest of the wheel off. Maybe it's not too late. Oh, look. It's dripping on both sides. Now let's get the rest of this out. Ooh, what a mess. Well, that was avoidable. Got the wheel out. Lucky me. Not a lot of fluid. It's only a fair amount. Oh, that's important. Oh. I think the next step is to remove the fender. I don't know whether it's the next step or not, but that's what I'm gonna do next. Ho ho! The heck? How the heck? Sometimes manual's better. By hand. Okay, don't want to lose these. Gently get this down. Nice. Let's get these back in there so don't lose them. I have to be honest, this right here scares me. I've pulled these off before and they're under pressure. The springs just shoot right out. Let's focus on breaking it first. There we go. This is something. We'll take it off. Oh, that broke. Now is this one here? Look at there. It's a little dust cover. 8. And it's not coming. I felt like that was gonna break. Nice. Plus the dust cap off. That looks like a 6. Wait. Ooh, out comes the fork. So now to get that cap that's under pressure off, with the toolbox wedged between the socket, it's not gonna, if it does shoot out, I'll be able to grab it from the bottom. Oh yeah, that was enough to keep it from shooting out. Nice. Yeah, there's a C-clamp, there's a clamp inside, duh. This needs to be scrubbed with 600 grit sandpaper. Where's that clamp? There's that clamp. You see that clamp there? There's 2 sides. Get both sides lifted up. A little rusty right there. That might have not helped the seal either. Now that the clamp's gone, okay. Now we'll give it some quick tugs. That was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. Ooh. And there's a little thing in there that looks important. I'm going to make sure I install that in there. That must go right there. There's the seal. Now they said 3/4 of an inch of wear on the brass. Right now that's not even 3/4. So that guy's not worn. Oh, it is worn right there. These edges on that bottom lip. Probably the inside too. What's that? Looks like it might fit. It is pretty interesting. Give it a try. This is that tube that I got over at Lowe's. It's a vacuum hose extension. And if I put this over here, right there, it's going to work perfectly. I want to make sure that this goes in really easy. It's not stripped or cross-threaded, so it doesn't have to be replaced. I lubricated this 600 grit sandpaper with the PB Blaster and ran it up and down this a few times. And then used it to brush down this pretty good. And I feel like it's going to be it's nice and smooth. Let's get this reassembled. Got this piece and then the spring with the high coiled end down. Oh, I need a plastic baggie. The manual says to use the fork seal lubricant or the suspension fluid to lubricate the area. Rub that around. I guess that's lubricated. And put my baggie here. Yeah, I can feel the oil on there. So it is lubricated. And we're going to lubricate the bag. Make sure it's the right side up. Which there's this, which is the metal side. This metal ring here. That goes up. And the side without the metal spring ring in there goes down. And then I'm going to add some more suspension fluid around the outside and inside of the ring. And then if I slip this over the bag, and then slip the whole bag down with it. That's what it's supposed to do. I don't have the ring here. And actually it looks like I can pretty much just push it in. Oh no, I'm gonna have to tap it down a little bit further. Use my good old trusty vacuum cleaner pole thing. And it looks like it's seated. Well, that's easy enough. Now let's get that C-ring in there. Yep, clip right in. Just right there in the groove. Last but not least, good old dust cover. And I feel like I'm gonna lube this up too. Let's get some of this fluid and then put it around the outside, around the inside. Take my plastic baggie, wrap it around. Still got fluid on there. Get that plastic baggie. This concave side goes up. So we'll point that up and slip her down. Boom. Dust cover. And I got my hammer here. Looks like she's seated in nice and good. Next to add the fork oil. Oh, I can't add my fork oil because it's leaking out the bottom. And it's leaking out the bottom because the screw's not in. So let's get this bad boy back in. There we go. Now that the screw's back in, it'll stop leaking fluid oil over suspension oil. I can get this poured in. Compress it and decompress it. Decompress and compress 5 or 6 times to get all the air bubbles worked out. And I can hear air bubbles in there. So I'm just going to keep doing this until I don't hear any air bubbles anymore. Yeah, no more gurgling. I messed up because the washer goes between this spring and this spacer. And I already put it in. So I have to drain the fluid out and get the that spacer out. Or not the spacer, but the washer. And then let's get that fluid back in there. Okay, let's get the air bubbles out by compressing and decompressing it. I gotta get a stick that'll fit in the hole. I found one. Yep. Fits. So let's measure this way. 6.8, just under 7. There we go. Okay. I wish I could see. Flashlight comes in handy. It needs just a drip. This is interesting. After it sat for a while, I got a little bit more fluid in the bottle. Maybe if I just add this, that would be enough. Literally looks like a few drips. It's all that I need. Which is exactly 16.8 to the toes, to the T's. That worked out. So we'll wipe down the spring with the compressed ends down. Try to get the spacer on. If I lift, can I lift this up? Yeah. And then get the lighter tube, wipe her down real good. Doesn't matter which way the slider tube goes. Now I got to figure out a way to compress the slider tube while getting this thing on without cross-threading it. God damn it. Let's try to put her back in the bike. Okay, not working. Maybe an extension. Oh, that sounds promising. Yeah, promising. Unfortunately, I have to take it back out so I can remove that strip bolt. Oh well. Strip bolt time. Yeah, this shouldn't be too bad. Just gonna first drill it out. I've gone through a few drill bits, so I'm hoping this one from Spider is going to do a better job. Get into the bolt. The leather glove would probably be better than the plastic. It's going to protect my hand in case it slips. I want to get the center as close as much as possible. Easier said than done. Oh wow, look at that. I didn't even need the speed out. Came right out. That was easy enough. It's a pretty good drill bit. Now, before I do the other side, take the other side out, I'm gonna stick the axle in here to make sure it's aligned. Oh, geez. I forgot to slip this bad boy on. See if I can manage to get this off without breaking it this time. There he goes. She came off without breaking. And we got to get that fluid seal out, one that leaks all over the place. Yeah, if I can stick something in there to keep that from draining. And this one's just right. That was scary. Okay, now we gotta tackle the top. Rightsy tightsy, rightsy tightsy, leftsy loosey. It'd be good if I go in the right direction. Yeah. That is not so bad. Get a couple cap covers out of the way. One little cap cover, two little cap cover. Okay, so my battery died and I finished up the second one, and I just got done torquing this down to 17. It says only 17. When I was doing the other fork seal, I forgot to put the screw in and it drained the fluid out. I was able to recover all the fluid and it was enough to fill it up. Yeah, I gotta make sure that fluid bolt's in there. Guess what I forgot? I forgot the thread lock. The manual says to use thread lock, and I forgot. So I ran to the store real quick and got me some thread lock on the fork bolt, for the fork bolt here. That's probably why it's such a bugger to get off. Okay, don't forget the thread lock. I'm gonna have to do both of them. Red thread lock. How can I forget? Let's make sure we take it off with from the top so that the fluid doesn't leak out. All nice and good. We don't want her coming out or loosening up while we're riding, that's for sure. Could be a recipe for disaster. Here we go. Get her back down nice and tight. Yeah. Let's get this back up in there. Upper pinch bolt 8. 8 on that side. Let's do the lower pinch bolt. It says 36. 36. Seems like an awful lot. That feels a lot better. That's not going anywhere. Now let's do the bottom fork socket. 14 foot-pounds. 14. Okay, I feel good about that. Feel much better about that. Now we can get this light on. Is that still straight? Looks good to me. Fenders are not that easy to put on. Yay, got one. Is that it? Oh, got it. Woo, got that. One last one to go. Got to line them up just right. Wiggle them around. Make sure you don't cross thread them. Let's get in there and get a nice snuggie. There we go. Yep, snuggie. That is snug already. Whoops. That's one of those 12-point sockets. Damn it. Hate these things. Snuggie, snuggie. Okay, Speedo line. It's gonna go like that. Don't forget about this guy. I got that other one that I broke off. This doesn't seem to be going anywhere. None of this here seems to be going anywhere. So, caliper, brake, 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 and tire. Of all things, the brake should be the easiest. Never is though. Never works out that way. And this guy gets torqued to 31 foot-pounds. Yes. Okay. Ah, lucky. So lucky. Let's get the speedometer in there. Unlucky. Need to take it out again. There we go. Not too far. Just enough to get the speedo out. There we go. There we go. So close. Yes. Bada boom. Some pinch bolts. Axle bolts, 16 foot-pounds. That's not much. And now Big Bertha, the axle bolt. That's tight. Okay, tires on. Let's see, tire, pinch bolts, caliper, fender, lower, light, upper, speedometer. I'd be surprised that I didn't lose it. Yes, I didn't lose it. This thing's easy to lose, trust me. And I've lost it more than once. Where's our caps? A big one fits here. The little one fits up here. Oops. Oh, I heard a click. Now to pull her off my makeshift jack stand and put all the tools away, I think I'm done. Is that all she wrote? Front fork seals. They're beautiful. Nice and shiny and not leaky. Not yet anyhow. Which there's this, oh, I messed up. God damn it. Oops. Oh, almost lost it again. Where's that wrench I just had in my hand? Well, she's a 10.